Welcome back to our Shaken series. Over the summer, we will be looking at this amazing resource created by the wonderful Bake House. This is a game which helps you to explore and make good and healthy choices to live well when life shakes, as well as grasp the biblical hopes of God's constant presence with you, no matter what. We have looked at how the things that we do to try and deal with our feelings are called coping mechanisms. There are two types of coping mechanisms. One, healthy. Two, unhealthy. The healthy ones help us to land well when we are shaken. The unhealthy ones, they just don't. In fact, they can end up making us feel worse and making life more difficult. So choosing healthy ways of coping is really important, and they will help us to live as well as we can no matter what shakes us in life, because there is always hope. There are three really important things that will also help each one of us to cope and live well in the good and bad days. And they are talking, listening, and spotting. These three things added together with your unique ways of coping will help to make you feel healthy and full of life, no matter what you face in your day-to-days. We've looked at talking and listening so far, and we've also examined a few of the coping mechanisms in closer detail. Today, we're going to check out a few more together. Today, we're going to start with number 18 in the book, called exercise. It is healthy to have 60 minutes of physical exercise every day. Physical activity helps us to feel better about ourselves, improves mood, sleep, and grows energy. Maybe you would prefer to do it by yourself or with other people. Sometimes it makes it easier to actually talk to someone as you are active. So think about what you would like to do. Football, netball, trampoline, walking, running, hiking, swimming, weights. Maybe you love being part of a sports team. There are so many options. One thing that was super popular during the first lockdown were the Joe Wicks sessions online. You could check them out on YouTube and give them a go. I know people of all ages joined in, and you'll be able to find a YouTube link in the description of this video. Next, we're going to look at keeping well. Our bodies, minds, and hearts need to be given the right things to be healthy and time off that restores our energy and life. It is important for you to look after yourself. There are three parts to keeping ourselves well: eat, relax, and sleep. Seems simple, but these are often areas that so many of us struggle with. Eat. Let's start with what you can give your body: healthy food and drink. This might not always be possible in all circumstances, but where you can, try to choose what will do good for your body from the inside. You can be adventurous and try new fruit, maybe create smoothies with hidden veggies inside to boost your vitamin levels, or even just try to limit your junk food intake. Relax. We all relax in different ways, and it's good to learn how to relax and to work out what will help you to calm down. Is it music, relaxation techniques, arts and crafts, chatting with friends, a quiet walk? There is a very simple breathing exercise called 4-7-8, which can be very useful to help you calm down. The idea is to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 7, and breathe out slowly for 8. In the description of this video, you will find a link to guide you through a few cycles. And once you know how to do it, you can use it before you fall asleep in bed, as you wait for exams, or any time that you want to relax. Another type of breathing exercise is called belly breathing, and there's an example video in the description as well. I've used both of these in different times and circumstances, and I've found them both really helpful and useful. Sleep. All of us need different amounts of sleep. Our minds and hearts need us to be asleep to help us understand and cope with what has happened in our days. Our bodies need to go to sleep to grow and be re-energized. So getting enough sleep is really important. It can be hard to sleep if you feel worried or anxious. You can ask God for help to look after your worries for you and to try to help you sleep. You can also help to do something relaxing before you go to sleep. A challenge for you to try over the next week would be to try and disconnect a bit from screens, especially before bed. I'm sure that you've heard it plenty of times before that phones, TVs, computers, any type of screen really alters our minds and makes it more difficult to relax and sleep. Easing off the hour before bed can help you to have a better night's sleep. Number 3 for this video is a simple one: fun. Having fun can be on your own or with someone else. Who do you like being with and what do you like doing together? Playing games, sports, going for an ice cream, youth club. Maybe you enjoy time on your own with some reading, baking, cooking, learning a new language, making music. There are so many ideas out there for you. I want you to make a plan to do something fun for yourself and to do it regularly. Our final coping mechanism for today is to explore what Jesus says. One of the best ways of knowing the God who made us and knows everything about us is to discover more about Jesus and what Jesus says. Jesus shows us exactly what God is like. We can find out more about Jesus in 2 ways. The first is by reading parts of the Bible. The Bible has lots of mini books in it. The mini books of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John show us what Jesus is like, what he does, and what matters to him. If you feel lonely, then you could explore these mini books and find times that Jesus met someone who was left out by others. You can find out what Jesus said and did for them. Jesus is the same today and will care for you in the same way. You might want to see how Jesus treated the unwell man in John chapter 5 verses 1 to 9, or how he acted towards Zacchaeus in Luke chapter 19 verses 1 to 10. Or if you're worried about someone in your family and really want God to help, find out what Jesus did when Jairus was worried about his daughter in Luke chapter 8 verses 40 to 56. Or when Martha and Mary were upset about their brother in John chapter 11 verses 32 to 36. These mini books will also help us to hear what Jesus says about us, our life situations and our choices. They help us to hear what Jesus says about us: love, worry, clothes, money, friendships, lying, cheating, judging, forgiving, living fully, healing, and lots more. The second way is to spend time with and listen to someone who really loves Jesus and does what Jesus says. Now, you may need to search this person out, or maybe it's someone in your family already. When someone really loves Jesus and does what he says, you will spot something special in this person. In some ways, they will be like Jesus. When we hear what Jesus thinks about us and our life situations, we have heard what God thinks of us and our life situations. Knowing what Jesus thinks of us and our life will help us to live and to cope well when life shakes us. No matter what we are facing, Jesus is with us. He cares, he understands, and he can help when we ask him to. Remember, Jesus shows us exactly what God is like. I'm now going to finish in a word of prayer. After I have finished, please continue on in your own thoughts. God, thank you so much that you are with us no matter what. You are constant, you are always there, and you are unshakable. God, help us to understand and to learn new coping mechanisms that are healthy for us and can help us to feel grounded and rooted and stable and in you. God, help us to find you in everything that we do in life. Amen.